about this existence of internet, the oncoming or onslaught of internet to an extent, since mother left. Those were the days when, I don't know, I can't imagine how the 60s were, but I remember somebody, if I'm not wrong, last year when we had this meeting with the ashramites and the ones who prepared for the 50th celebration, they were sharing their experience, and one of them said they did not know how the maps were. Like they know the country and they do not know how Philippines, how would it be? And there were no internet in those days, like you can go and Google what the map is. And they had great difficulty going and finding that map and then replicating it. So such is a change, sea change in the way we experience the world today. It has really shrunk. And in this, how do we create an experience of diversity, where even the diverse worlds are merging together and losing its spirit? Like the other day we discussed that even the cities now, before 30 years, perhaps before, if you go to Chennai, if you go to Chandigarh, if you go to Kolkata, it had its own cultural spirit. Now they are all merging. So how do we perhaps achieve that in Auroville? And again, it's this experience. It's not just about it. It's like a experience of experiencing a flower. It's not about just the description of it. And you can go and see the picture of it on the internet, but then to really experience a flower, it's something else.
Can I say something just straight?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, can I just cut you off? Thank you, dear. Now, but this, I have the feeling that this is kind of the thing that Mother wanted us to start. I mean, it's like scratching our heads and thinking about and do, because what is very obvious is that nations, indeed, I mean, first of all, the Asura falsehood, Mother named him the Lord of the Nations. So that's already an indication of something. Then is it about countries? It's about, what is it about? Because in fact, even if India is some kind of a country or so, and that has then a soul, but it has so many different cultures. So yeah, what is it about? Is it about cultures? Is it about countries? Yeah. But countries are just lines on a globe. That's just political nonsense. That means nothing. Belgium is not a culture. It's not a country. I mean, it's a political decision in 1830, with the help of big banks and stuff like that, where just lines were drawn. It's just like cutting Pakistan out of India. It's a stupid political. I mean, it's like the cut-up of Yugoslavia in the Balkanization.
Right.
Somebody takes a decision one day and just draws different lines.
Yep.
Where does that soul go? That's what, I mean, somebody posted that recently somewhere, that Mother had been asked after Pakistan had been cut off of India, like, is the soul now cut into pieces? And Mother said, no, the soul remains one. It's just that Pakistan still belongs to India somehow. It still belongs to that soul. That's just temporarily some line that divides, which should not be there. Yep. But so if we have to represent something here, at the same time we need to start doing something.
Right.
It's not possible to keep nothing in here. It's been way too empty for way too long. So we need to start doing something. But in fact, more or less like in the Gardens of Matrimandir, we need to have that flexibility that we do something, and regardless of what it has cost, or regardless of who put what time and effort and creativity in it, and regardless of who finds its top of the tops or whatever it is, we should be able to just let go of it and say, okay, wait a second, we've got this all wrong. Let's start all over. Let's keep whatever we can keep or so, but let's just rethink this thing, because we've got totally new insights in what is supposed to be happening here. And not be scared of scrapping what we did, and just say, wait a second, we're way ahead now. Because that whole nation thing and that thing, we've got an insight in how this works and where cultures go. If you would take all of the lines of the nations away from the earth and you would just look at cultures, you get very fluid things, because cultures cross over, and you go from one region that really encapsulates or expresses a certain culture into something that's more, and then you get into another culture that's more pure and so.
Right.
Okay, I mean.